Yeah.
Welcome to the Molo360 Podcast. I'm here with Bad Dreams. What's up?
You're what's good? How we doing?
First and foremost, I'd like to ask who the fuck you are and what do you do?
Man, yeah, Bad Dreams. All my friends call me Dre. You guys can call me Dre if you want to hit me up or something. But I like to make music. I like to make sounds. You know, everyone has their own taste, but I think it's cool. Something I've always wanted to do. So yeah.
So you like electronic music?
Oh yeah, 100%. I also really like I think it kind of stemmed out on my last project. But I really love you know, I don't want to use the word indie rock, but like that kind of rock, that kind of music. I also like like dream pop, shoegaze. I like that too, and it's pretty cool. Like I don't know, I try to not really I don't really go into music saying okay, it needs to sound like this, but sometimes shit just be happening. So I feel like it just kind of came out, especially on that last one.
That's awesome. So wait, what are all the genres that inspire you? Can you name them all?
I try my best. So obviously vaporwave is definitely a big one. Man, I'm really bad at genres. I can name artists.
Go ahead. Yeah, right. Of course.
All right. Obviously, early Esprit. Definitely, I really love Tame Impala. Tyler Creator is a big one for me. I think that comes out a lot too.
Yeah, I love Tyler.
I like a lot of. I don't listen to it a lot, but I would say a lot of trap music. You know, if I happen to put vocals on something, I might rap. So that kind of comes from that. There's this band called Hoops. Oh my god.
Hoops? Wait, what? I've never heard of Hoops. What kind of music is that?
Ooh. All right, so it's kind of I don't know. It's like a mix. If I could say it, man, it's very not to sound cliche or anything, but it sounds nostalgic. They're definitely an indie rock band, but they have some kind of surf rock vibe to them, which is pretty cool. But it's also very chill, just chill. So, it's kind of I don't know. It's kind of it's almost a bit of Mac DeMarco and Tame Impala. So there you go. But just a little bit more chill, just very chill.
Oh, sick. I love Tame Impala. I wanted to go to their concert, but then everything was canceled because of COVID. I literally paid for their ticket too. It was $300 because I wanted to be up front and center to see them.
That's wild.
But I got a refund. It's fine.
Hey, that's all that matters.
Yeah. How long have you been making music? A lot of people say since they were really young. How about you?
To be honest, about year and a half, almost a year and a half now.
What? No, seriously? Your music's really amazingly produced, and you rap too, and it's fucking sick. You've only been doing it for a year and a half?
Yeah, around I want to say September, it will make it 2 years. But yeah, about a year and a half ago, I started making my own music. I mean, before that, I would dib and dabble on the rapping, but that's just because I really like music. It's always something I wanted to do. Just never really had the time or space. But then I got into I don't know, slowing down songs. I was like, yo, this is what they were doing, so let me give it a shot. But then I got really bored of that. And then I was like, I should just start making my own stuff. So that's when it all kicked off, and I've just kind of been in love ever since, to be honest. So yeah, about a year and a half. I know.
Yeah.
I appreciate the kind words, by the way.
Yeah, of course. I really like your music. Like, I love, like, your new album, Birthday. That album's sick. And the one that was just playing, wait, hold up. Let me pull up the name. It's Only a Dream. That fucking album is sick. I love that album. Oh, and I wanted to ask, like, Dance with the Devil. Have you ever danced with the devil?
In the pale moonlight, 100%.
Pale
know.
Moonlight. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I give you a backstory on that one.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you like I mentioned earlier, Tyler the Creator is like a big one for me. I remember when I first okay, I'm not a big pianist or anything. I've only wanted to learn how to play songs, but I learned how to play one of his early songs called "Blow" off his Bastard album, and I really love the chords. So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of used a lot of the chords from that song onto this one.
Oh, that's sick! Wow. So you are self-taught with piano?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still learning more. I really just kind of dived really deep into music theory. Don't know if it's good or bad, but I just started doing that. Same thing with guitar, bass, and also all the production and mixing and stuff. I've kind of just sat down and been just figure it out.
Do you know any other instruments? Because I saw you had guitar or bass, right?
Yeah. So I have electric guitar. This baby right here.
Ooh.
Playing it a little bit before we talked.
What a beautiful guitar!
Yeah, I love it. I love the blue color. I kind of fell in love with blue recently. Somehow, my favorite colors are red and green, but somehow blue's notice me.
Notice me, senpai.
Yeah, this was my first bass guitar, my first actual instrument that I've owned. I don't know.
Damn, that one is sexy. I love it. It's a really nice bass. I want to learn bass guitar so bad. I feel like all the hot girls play bass.
I'm so dead.
Yeah.
I would say you should learn bass though. Bass, everyone has their own opinion, but bass to me is my favorite instrument. I think it's one of the best instruments, if not the best. It just sounds so good, especially when it's played right. We can talk about a whole list of bass lines I really love.
Do it. Go for it.
Man. I really love FM Skyline's bass lines. I don't know if that was pretty obvious. Me posting me playing it. So I figured that one out by ear, which is pretty cool because.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because I don't think you'll be able to find that transcribed anywhere. Which is dope. And then I've always said before I picked up a bass, I was yo, I need to learn 1998 ASAP because that bass line is hard. And then after learning a little bit of music theory, I was oh, this bass line, this makes sense now. Let's go. I really love She Came In Through the Bathroom Window by the Beatles. That bass line is that's one of the I can for sure tell you that's one of the songs that made me go, you should start playing bass.
Ooh, can you play a little for us? You don't have to. That was totally on the spot.
What song? I can man, do you guys know do you know that song man, I suck. But do you know that song I really love Mac DeMarco bass lines too. I don't know if that's been obvious. I've posted so many Mac DeMarco bass lines recently. But I can play that one really quickly.
Hell yeah. You brought out a whole new bass. What's her name?
Yeah, let me just get it in standard tuning. I kind of was just messing around and half-step tuning, so we can still talk as I do that, though.
Well, I wanted to say, Tupperwave said hi, and Tupperwave's cool, and so did everyone else, so...
Oh, man, I can see the chat. I'm so sorry, guys. I can see the chat in the right-hand corner. I just was not paying attention. I'm so kind of nervous.
It's okay.
But hello, everyone. How are you guys doing?
He's gonna play for us. This is exciting. NRL says bass guitar is essential. What do you think?
Yeah, I we should be friends.
That's my boyfriend. He would be an awesome friend from experience.
From experience, yeah, I agree with you. We should be friends. We should totally be friends if you think bass is essential. Well, yeah, bass is essential. We should be friends. Hit me up.
Slide in them DMs.
Oh, man. What if I fuck up the first note? I'll look fucking goofy.
You could always start from the beginning. You're fine.
So am I playing... You want me to play with the song or without the song? Which one would give better context?
However you feel. I don't know. Do you need the song?
Not really. It just sounds better, I guess. Hang on, let me get this out of
Yeah, with the song.
Oh, man, the fucking nerves, bro.
I'm literally always nervous before I do this. And me without having, a vape right now, I'm like, oh, shite.
What? You're nervous. I don't believe you.
You can believe what you want to believe.
I might have to... So I'm going to mute myself over here so that way it just doesn't interact with that. All right, can you hear the bass?
Yes.
All right, perfect.
Wow. I'm excited.
I'm going to fuck up somewhere, though. I know that for a fact.
No, you're not. Be confident.
All right, there we go. The song doesn't start with a count. It just goes right into it. So I have to just go for it. I told you again and again. When I'm down, you're always the first one to go. I take you wherever I go. And I just wanna go. I just wanna go. This town's really taking its toll. But don't worry, I'm off to feeling my soul. When I'm down, you're always the first in my mind. Let's get out and see what we find. I just wanna go. I just wanna go. I just wanna go. I just wanna go.
Oh, that was amazing. I
So
loved
nerve-wracking.
every second of that. That was fucking beautiful. And you're self-taught. That's so fucking sick. You must be, like, really smart.
Woo! Oh god. Alright, that was pretty cool. Never played that for anyone other than people that are like actually here, but ooh, pretty cool.
That's awesome. I love that. Thank you so much for doing that.
Man, anytime. Maybe the nerves kind of wore off, so about like 20 minutes or 30 minutes, you want another one, I'll play something else.
Hell yeah. Oh, look, Indy's here. Yo, what's up, Indy? How's it going?
Yo,
I think
what's good?
I think he put the crown emote in here because you're a king. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So, I actually have a question about your riffs because you have a lot in your music. How do you come up with them and your melodies?
Good question. A lot of times, I feel like anyone can agree with this, but a lot of times it's really trial and error. Sometimes it's a mix of I'll do something one day and it doesn't work, but I really liked what was going on. And then it'll somehow make its way into like whatever I'm trying to do next. Then they both don't work, and then I'll like come up with something else, and they both happen to work with whatever I'm working on then. But a lot of it comes from like just practicing scales, to be honest. I know that sounds boring.
No.
But I'll just like mess around with scales. I'll play like a few of like chords I kind of just like that sound good together. And then I'll just like try to do my best to like play like the scale around it, and just kind of think of like, oh, like it's just cool. This adds like some ninth to, I don't fucking know. I don't know, but like I'm honestly for the most part just dicking around, and then some shit just fucking happens. Or I'm sitting there focused for hours, like, all right, here we go. And then something will click, and I'm just like, all right, perfect. Like, but a lot of it just comes from scales, like, to be honest, like, just kind of knowing the scales, and just kind of knowing, just kind of going off the vibe of, what's being played around it. Or sometimes sometimes I'll sing the melody, but for the most part, I just kind of figure out what I like to play around the scale.
Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, like, you talked about George Clanton, and he kind of does the same thing with, like, his music, where he just goes off, like, because he said he didn't know music theory when he started, so he just kind of just self-taught as well, and, like, does whatever, and sees if it sounds good. And that's what I think you're saying, is like you're like go off what you think sounds good. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I just try to go with what I think sounds good, because I've learned that you kind of have to trust your ear more than anyone else. If it sounds good to you, chances are someone else out there is going to be like, hey, that's pretty tight. So
yeah. Talking about that, I wanted to know, like, how long afterwards, after you make an album or a song, do you still listen to your music and you're like, oh, this shit's still good, I love it? Because I've heard of people who, like, once they make something, they drop it completely and they go on to the next. How do you how do you feel?
So with me, I'm very, like, interesting. So if I make something, even if I think it's, like, something I can't even put out, I'll listen to it a bunch of times, just because I'm like, yo, like, I'm just hyped that I even did something, to be honest. Like, I'm just super hyped that I was like, yo, I did that. Like, and that's what makes me hyped. Just me, like, listening to something I did, just I'm like, I accomplished that. One song I can tell you I listened to like a bunch of times was On the Road. I had like just got my guitar like around that time. That was very recent,
Mm-hmm.
and I practiced in scales. I was practicing the pentatonic scale, and then after that, I was like, "Yo, this sounds pretty darn cool."
Mm-hmm.
Just practice, just doing that. Then I was like, "Man, let's just like add like I don't know some kind of rock beat to it." But I listened to On the Road like a bunch of times, just 'cause I thought it was so cool. But yeah, what it's funny. One of my friends, they went to Berkeley. They're like, "Bro, like, how do you listen to your songs on repeat?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know. I'm hyped I made it, and if someone's gonna listen to it, why not be yourself? You know, if you can't listen to your own music, then."
Yeah.
But then again, everyone's different. Like you said, everyone. There's I definitely know people like once they make a song, they just drop it or they'll come back to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely like to take a listen to my own songs, even if, like I said, if I'm not gonna put it out anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to that motherfucker. So,
Oh my god. So do you have like a lot of unreleased music?
I have a ton of unreleased music. Um,
You should release
it's
it.
it's funny. So speaking on like, the album, you know, that last comment is very true. I just happened to see that last comment. That is very true.
Yeah. Enreal talks about that like all the time.
That is very true. No, speaking on that, the last song off the birthday project, the bonus track, coming down. That actually, so around this time last year, I had made that song, or maybe like a month or so after. I don't know, but it's
Mm-hmm.
still around like the time last year. I had made it, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna use this for something. I don't know what." But then at the time around where I released tapes, the first one,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of my songs had like got deleted, and I was just bummed, bro. Like
Shit.
bummed. So like I was like I was able to recover like pretty much the songs I want to use for tapes because luckily I put them in private links on SoundCloud to send to like people that like are close. Um, so I had to use those, and I had Coming Down on there too, and I was like, this needs to like I don't even care anymore. Like this needs to get heard. Uh, like people need to hear this, even though this is like some older stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely remember making that song and hitting it, like going like, yo, I hit a period where like a lot of things kind of just clicked with like not only like production, but also the mixing and like arrangement, and I felt really good about that one, and
Mm-hmm.
I would have been bummed if I couldn't never put it out. So that's why I call it the bonus track, and specifically put 2019 because that's when I did it.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's
But
actually not awesome that you lost all that stuff, but it's cool that you, like, you had it on SoundCloud and you released it. You should release more.
100%. I should, but I can't speak for everyone else. But man, it's so hard to get in your head. Like it's so easy to
Yeah.
get in your head doing this.
Mm.
But yeah, I do have like a ton, like a few good amount of songs unreleased, stuff I'm just working on. Well, just kind of like just like not know where to take it, but like it's still in the vault. Um, but there's one song I actually recently did where it's just like, I was like practicing chords, and I was like, yo, this sounds cool. So I was thinking about putting a little video together. I didn't know what to put around it, but I was thinking about putting a video together just to post it on Twitter, but that kind of never happened because I never knew what to put the video of, you know. Um, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll just post it with a black screen, like from like notes, and see what I get.
Yeah. Yeah, that's smart. Or like put it under another alias and see like
Yeah, maybe. It's
yeah.
probably Candy Dre or something. Who knows?
Yeah. I want to also know to what lengths when you're producing uh does your music go through when you're making music? do you know when it's like completed? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I get you. I tend not to worry about that too much.
mm-hmm.
I'm kind of like, if it happens in the moment, we're good. So that's when I'll listen to it for a bunch of times after.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, if I have that same feeling when I made it, and I still feel it like a week after, it's all right. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
But if
Interesting.
like
Yeah.
I'll definitely go through like periods of where it's like, okay, this is day one, this is day two, however many other days. Like the max I've seen is like 4 5
Mm-hmm.
maybe. Where I'm like, we're good. Like, let's move on to the next. Because I'm also like, I also don't want to stress too much. I feel like, you know, yes, it's good to like try to hit the perfection,
Mm-hmm.
but I also try not to worry too much because I'm like, okay, if I'm worried on this one, I'm putting a lot of energy into this one rather than, potentially making a song that's better than this one. If that makes sense, I like
No, that
don't
makes
know,
sense.
don't
Yeah.
know if it makes sense because that does definitely happen where like I'm like, oh, I definitely had to make that song so I can make this song.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes like total sense, I don't know if it does, but um, for me, it works that way. Like I'll make something. I'm like, this is cool. I really like it. Then out of nowhere, I'm like, if I didn't make that song, I wouldn't have this one. And that's just how it goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. I know, like, different people do different things where, like, oh, like, I don't know if this is really complete, so I'll just wait on it and start other projects, or, or you see how they feel, like, later. That's cool. Different.
Yeah, and then then I'll show a bunch of my friends. I'll get their reactions. Some of them give me like advice. Some of them just say like it's really cool, which is like, I guess that's what you want to hear. But then in the back of your head, you're like, do you really mean that though? Yeah, like some of them give me suggestions. I'll try it out. I try not to be stubborn with like
Mm-hmm.
advice because you're the one involved with it 24/7. So it's always good to like take that outside perspective because they're the people,
Mm-hmm.
there's the one that's listening. So it's kind of like, okay, let me try it at least and see how I like it. If it doesn't work,
Yeah.
I'm like fuck off. But like
Oh.
I have a good amount of friends that like go to Berkeley,
Mm-hmm.
um, and have done music way longer than I have. So I'll definitely send it to them, see what they think, and it's pretty cool like hearing from them that they like my music as well. Just concerning the fact that like like I mentioned, like I've only been doing this for about a year and a half now. But that's pretty cool. I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, you're doing really great for only doing it for a year and a half. Like, that's sick. You should be proud of yourself, honestly. Ooh, hearts.
Once again, appreciate that.
Yeah. Have you played live shows? Or, like, URL shows?
Uh, yeah, I have not. There was one time though, like twice, I would say, where this is before. I don't know if it counts, but it might in someone's eyes. I don't know. Um, I would just make mixes. Like if you go on my SoundCloud, there's a bunch of like mixes I would make. Just because I like to do it. Um, I got invited to like perform under
Mm-hmm.
Bad Dreams when I first started the name. But I didn't have any original content. I was just doing mixes, and then like there were times where like I would squeeze in like some of the slow down songs I had sampled.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but other than that, I have not done a lot of shit with any of my original content at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, I am thankful for Be Careful.
Oh,
For having
shut
me
up. Be
for having
careful.
for having me on the Homesick. Um, that was pretty cool. Like that
Mm-hmm.
was like my first like live stream. Uh, and then recently, like yesterday, Fake Fever like also included me and his mix, and that was pretty sick. I'm eternally grateful for you both for just even saying what's up, or just saying what's up, and
Yeah.
Kind of just saying like, I like your music.
Aw. Have you, how are your experiences with Homesick? Like, how was that? How was the, what is the, how was the experience with the crowd? Like, what was your feedback? That's what I wanted to say. Yeah.
It's so funny. So, quick backstory on that one. Whatchamacallit. So, I was in Guitar Center at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I, like, the whole day, I'm like, yo, 8 o'clock. Like, don't forget to tune into your own live stream,
Oh my God, yeah.
Be there. And then I'm in Guitar Center just messing around with the, with, like, instruments and whatnot. And then, like, I'm like, oh, shit. It's going on.
No,
Oh,
you
so
forgot.
I actually got a notification from Be Careful, and it was, like, saying I was going off or something like that. And then I was like, oh, that's happening right now. So, like, I was, like, this close to missing my own set, which is, like, hilarious. I feel like, I don't know. But when I checked the chat, everyone was loving it, which is pretty cool because I definitely included like a lot of my earlier stuff into a lot of the stuff that was on birthday. So for people to like, kind of see both those sides, like the very inspired vaporwave / the vaporwave dance to like, I don't know what you want to call this stuff now. You can call it whatever you want. I just feel like I just make stuff that I like, and whatever you want to call it, it's whatever you want to call it. But
what do you call it?
Dre.
This is my music.
Yeah, it's funny. We were kind of talking about how people like who don't know the genre, they don't know how to describe vaporwave, or like they don't know what it is. I was showing my music. They're like, "Yo, I don't know what to call it." It's like you have your own thing. And I'm just like, I don't know if you're just gassing me up or not. Maybe you just don't know the genre. And I'll show them, and they're like, yeah, I hear it, but like it's still like your own thing. And I'm just like, oh, that's pretty cool. I appreciate that. So I'm definitely, I guess I'm trying to grow into, acknowledging that like maybe it is something of my own. I don't know, because it's coming from up here and here. So there we go.
Yeah. I mean, have you heard of Young Chuck? No.
I have not. I'm sorry.
He's also a music producer. I had him on the podcast, and he makes egg music, which is his own genre. And, like, honestly, like, in vaporwave or, like, in the scene, like, that's, like, the whole point, like, being unique and, like, different and, like, creating. I don't know. It doesn't have to be vaporwave. Like, there's so many things in music, like different genres, different sounds, different everything. So, like, yeah. I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm like, oh,
I 100% get you. Like, I 100% get you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start calling it shaker music.
Shaker? So, like, what?
Shaker music.
What's shaker? Oh,
you can put a shaker to every song.
Shaker music, yeah. Yeah. You can. Well, what is your definition for Dre music? Like, what's the meaning? Have you thought of that?
You got me on my toes.
Yeah.
I would just say very, oh man, I don't know how to say this without sounding boring. Very chill, dreamy, but also like, kind of has like some songs, like it has like a kind of like a funk vibe to it, but yet it's still so like chill.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like messing with you. It's like very chill, but you're still kind of like but you're just like, yo, why am I doing this when this is like super chill though? So
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't know. I've definitely gotten that a bunch where they're just like, well, yeah, why is this mad chill, but I'm over here bopping my head like it's the baby pee or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you got some funk in there. Like, you have some songs that are like dance music too.
Yeah, shopping for the party.
Mm-hmm.
That one was, I wouldn't say it's my first dance song, but it was definitely the first dance song where I was like, okay, you did something there. Like, okay, maybe that one. Okay, we talked about songs I put on repeat for a bunch. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
that one's at a big tie with On the Road, because I remember when I first made it, I was like, dude, this sounds like something I would want to listen to if I was like 15, like just playing video games, like Skate 3 all the time. Like it just kind of gave me that feeling of, I don't know, it felt kind of surreal. I just kind of like saw myself playing Skate 3 as a
Mm-hmm.
kid, and just listened to that kind of music. And I'm just like, dude, that's what it should be like. That's what it's all about right there.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I actually put a emo of I don't know, it's a Simpson character.
Oh, you did.
Skating because I was like, I saw one video on your Twitter of you on a skateboard, and I was like, oh, that's something that he likes.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you see the boards on the wall. Yeah, I definitely am
Yeah.
about the skate life, which is
Yeah.
pretty nice.
Have you ever
It's
wrote a song about skating?
no, but I mentioned skating. It's in a uh if you go to my SoundCloud, I'm not gonna say the song, but it's in a earlier version of myself, where I kind of rap about like, just like
Mm-hmm.
skating and like the clothes I wear. But I'm not gonna say the song. You guys have to find that on your own. Definitely an earlier rap song of mine.
Nice. Thank you, Daniel. Yes, Bart Scampson? No,
Bart
he's
Scampson.
Bart Simpson, right?
Well,
Whatever.
today he's Bart Scampson.
Scampson, right. Okay, yeah. I love
Bart
how you
Scampson.
incorporate like your rap into electronic music with chill. I like that. How do you go about that, like mixing with a chill sound and rapping?
I tell everyone this, and it's the honest truth. Because how we talked about, I really fell in love with, vaporwave and like early
Mm-hmm.
Esprit, and a lot of it didn't have vocals or anything. Um, so I got really accustomed to just like that, just instrumental. But and I don't really like try to sit down and be like, okay, this needs lyrics. Like without it, it's not a song. Because I'm so used to just like hearing instrumentals. I'm like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
if I don't feel it, whatever. But if like by the time I'm making the song and I'm done with mixing, by
Mm-hmm.
that time, if I don't even have a lick of words, I'll call it a day. But for the most part, when I come up with lyrics, it's usually like in the process of actually making the song. So I don't even have a bass line yet, probably, and I'm already thinking of lyrics to it. I'm like, oh, this needs like lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel lyrics on this one. Um, I've lately been dabbling with, like on the song Mike Halls. I kind of just dabbled on that one. I like made the song and then was just singing, just like, and then I came up with something on that one. So I guess that was pretty cool. But for the most part, if it doesn't really happen in the moment, I don't. I kind of just leave it alone. I'm just like, okay, my voice isn't meant for that. Maybe someone else, but for me, I don't know. It's not gonna work. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Like, do you want to collab with other people?
yeah, I'm up for it. I, I'm never. I'm not shy, or I don't bite.
Who would you want to collab with?
Well, there's one I can't tell you because knock on wood. I gotta make sure it happens, but there might be big things coming up
Oh
for me soon.
shit. Okay.
But I would love to. I think I'm like trying to work on something for Be Careful at the moment. So I guess that's a collab right there.
Sick.
But other artists, that's really hard. Without saying all my favorites, which is like I don't want to do that, or I feel like I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it.
Do
I'm gonna
it.
say it. Man, I love Satin Sheets. Like, I would love to collab with him. I think at one point before I like even started making my own like music, I would just like freestyle to a bunch of his stuff. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's sick.
Before I like once again before I started making my own music, I rapped on a bunch of surfing beats. They're another top tier band for me. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie, Fake Fever seems pretty cool. So
oh my god, yeah.
Him again, and Vapor.
Vapor. Oh my god.
He really got me into making like wanting to make like I wouldn't say dance like I feel like a lot of people got me wanting to do that, but he really made me go like you should try to make something like this like
yeah.
Not that I was like trying to copy head to toe, but he just like really inspired me to like make Shopping for the Party, for example. I think I even mentioned that on my Twitter a few times, like CD64, really good one. I really love that one. And the stuff he did with you know, Telepath or Telepath. I'm sorry.
I love that. No, I love it. Telepath. Yeah.
I don't know. All you guys are probably gonna roast me for saying it wrong, but it is what it is.
No, I feel like that's a cute way to say it, like telepath, kind of like Teletubbies.
Oh my god, here we go. No, but that joint album they did, with all the like, lettering. I don't want to say like the wrong thing, but I really loved that album. I think I found that it took me a while to figure out that like a lot of the songs came from Vapor, and then like they just kind of like he just like tweaked the shit out of it, and like this I don't know, it's crazy. Love that album. We're just gonna leave it at that.
That's awesome. I love that. Any more artists you want to represent?
I would love to work with Tyler. All my friends say that. They're like, you and Tyler should collab. I'm like, especially one friend. They say that a lot. They're like, you and Tyler need to collab. I mean, I feel like it's always a dream to work with like people you like look up to. So I guess you could say George Clinton. But you know that's I guess that's too obvious.
You need to do the Kesha thing, or you go up to his house and be like, "Yo."
I don't know if that'll be a good thing to do.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there are way too many stalkers out here who'd just be like, you're trying to steal my dogs."
I would just be on the list.
Yeah.
Oh, Skeleton Lipstick's in here?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, dude?
Dr. Chris.
Dr. Chris.
That man.
I love it.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's pretty chill. Shout out. Wait, that's someone else I didn't shout out. Shout out to Skeleton Lipstick, man. Like, he put me on one of his playlists, and I was like, dude, that's so cool. Like, I just kind of sent the link. He was just like, hey, like, drop your name, your links or whatever. I just sent it thinking I was just gonna get ignored, and then he was just like, and I find out I'm in it. I'm like, oh, solid. Thank you.
He's literally, I can never like stop praising him. He's literally like one of the most kindest people in ever. Like, and he's always supporting. So is Be Careful Media. Like they are the most gracious, awesome people ever. I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah,
And yeah,
I totally agree.
yeah,
If I see like anyone very active with shouting people out and like retweeting everyone's stuff, it's
mm,
definitely those two for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Well, I wanted to talk about your album Birthday and what, like, the whole meaning of it. Like, can you describe the concept of birthday and, like, why it's all about the birthday? I don't know.
Yeah, so birthday. I'm sorry, I get blank faces sometimes.
I get it,
Birthday.
like, all the time.
Birthday. I've always wanted to put something out on my birthday. I've always wanted like kind of like a gift to myself, even if it like no one listened to it. I'd feel happy
Mm-hmm.
just saying like, yeah, I put something out on my birthday. Like that is way better than anything I could ever do. Um, so that's where the name comes from.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Birthday is kind of like the first album, or let me stop right there. I don't really like calling any of my projects albums just because
What do you like calling them?
I just call them projects because it's like
Projects.
another extension of me. But I really feel
Mm.
like Birthday kind of just like really was very personal in terms of like like influences and also my life
Mm-hmm.
in a weird way. Probably not very noticeable, but like the little skits I've done. That's a very big Tyler influence. If anyone asks, there you go. Um, but yeah, that's where it came from. Just very like kind of just giving another part of me
Mm-hmm.
without saying, "Oh, this is just a bunch of songs that I put together." Although that's what it was, I kind of put a little more thought into it with just kind of being a little more personal and talking about what's going on in my life, and also like not being afraid to step out of what
Mm-hmm.
I've done before and just kind of just make the music I really like. I really like to enjoy like hearing and been influenced by like especially with all the guitar stuff. Like we talked about this a little bit earlier, but I really grew up on like Guitar Hero radio. So like not radio, just the whole playlist of like all the Guitar like Hero soundtracks, especially like the third one and World Tour. Those two
Mm-hmm.
stick out to me. I played a lot of the other ones, but those two stick out the most. Just because it is what it is.
Yeah. I love
Yeah, this.
I love how your album, like, all the songs like intertwine, kind of like they go together. I that's like a trope in music where every song like follows along, and that's what that project. Sorry.
Now you
Yeah.
can call it an album. I personally won't call it an album. Just because
Mhm.
it's just I feel like it's just who I am. And just like like I feel like it's what I'm doing in the moment.
Mhm.
And this is me in the moment. Here's a look at me in the moment. Here's like a project of mine.
Mhm.
Um, but like you can just call it an album. I won't get offended by it.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, a lot of another Tyler reference. A lot of his earlier stuff. I mean, some of his stuff now too.
Mhm.
Like, but especially like the trilogy, like Bastard, Goblin, Wolf. All the songs kind of like really like flew into each other, and then also the albums like itself would just go
Mhm.
into each other.
Yeah. I love
So
that.
yeah, I really really love that, and so I
Mhm.
guess that's where me wanting to make Birthday. Oh, I guess like the arrangement of like choosing the
Mhm.
songs for Birthday really came from. Although like I normally would have it in my head, I'm like, okay, this song would be great after that. I don't really think about it like, okay, I need to make a follow up song.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know if people do that.
I'm sure
Um,
someone probably does that, but
but yeah, I'm pretty sure people do that. They're like, it needs to follow up this song. But personally, me like I just really love like I just really love like making music
Mhm.
itself. It's so when something happens to follow up, I'm like, yo, this is really sick. Like my calls really follows up into Rain. I mean, not Rain. Forever 2001. I say Rain because I'm looking at the. Anyway, Forever 2001 because I had made my like Forever 2001 a while ago. Like, and then you know the like little outro of the girl with the voicemail. I was like, yo, you know what would be sick after this song? This one. So that's why that one kind of flows into that one, and then you know. Me adding the skits to kind of like be like, okay, like I see where this is going. Like I should kind of keep this up. So yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I would say like it's like you had like a concept and you just worked off that, right?
Yeah. You know, I'm sorry if I'm talking too much. I'm sorry if it took me like 10 minutes. Sorry if it took me 10 minutes to say that. But yeah, I kind of have like a concept just based off like what's going on, or like what I'm inspired by. Like Tapes, I was really, if anyone out there in this chat knows about Hoops, Tapes volume 1 through 3, really love that album, and that's where like I really got inspired. I mean, I've always loved like the hiss of like the tape. I really love that, especially hearing Satin Sheets music. Really loved it. So I guess like me hearing Tape Volume 1 through 3, like I was like, we need to do this. So like that's where that came from. Then I just like been in love with it ever since. So you guys probably gonna get annoyed, but like that's gonna be on my like songs until I'm annoyed a bit, which I don't think is gonna happen anytime soon. And so yeah, that's that. Man, I'm pretty funny.
So I wanted to talk about a song called Forever 2001, and I wanted to know like what is so special about 2001.
Man, there's really nothing special about 2001. I don't say that.
Well, why did you
say that? And I hope I don't offend anyone. But I chose the date. I remember I had put together the like samples of Gently Warmer, which was like the first ever release of Bad Dreams. It's a slowed down version of I Feel For You by Shaka Khan. If no one knew, it wasn't obvious. But I remember me and my friends were like kind of just freestyling to it, and I just kind of came up with My Love Is Like Forever 2001. I can picture you and me kissing under the sun. And like I had those lyrics in my phone for like a year before I even used it. But there's really no like, you know what? Maybe there is. I really loved Young Lean at a time. And if anyone knows about Young Lean, he's always says, look, you know, Sad Boy 2001, Forever 2001. So I guess it's where I got the like inspiration to use that. But other than that, there's really no like big meaning on it. I guess you can say it's, you know, nostalgic. When I say like My Love Is Forever like 2001, maybe nostalgic, or you know, like it's gonna be in your brain. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, would you say like sometimes making music you want to like you want to have something that sticks in your brain, you know, like, or that other people, they'd be like singing it and stuff. Do you think about that, like, oh, this would be something that people will think about?
Yes, but no.
No, okay.
Like yes, but no. Like I'm
yes,
not.
But no.
Yeah, exactly. I can't really say that's the case. I kind of just go like, yeah, if it sticks with me, and like I like, if it sticks with me and I'm really feeling it, I'm gonna use it or say it. And I also really like to like subconsciously mention like other artists I really like, or like throw in other like bits of artists I like. Like I don't know, like Forever 2001, like that's a Young Lean reference. I hope someone got that. You know, they kind of like know I like Young Lean. there's one time I used a oof, I don't know if I should say this, but I've said his name one too many times. I'm not gonna say it again. But I used, and in one of the like interludes for on my first big project, It's Only a Dream. I used one of his songs, just kind of saying like, "Hey yo, like, I hope you guys know I fuck with this artist." Like, that's where the inspiration comes from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Skeleton Lipstick puts it, sometimes inspiration comes unconsciously. That's the best kind of inspiration. And that was very
I was just
eloquent.
about to comment on that.
Yeah,
I was just about to comment on that. That's very true. Like, literally, like, I feel like when I try to think about what the song needs to sound like,
mm-hmm.
or what the song needs, it's probably my worst songs. But when I'm just like kind of just like whatever, like do what you feel, I feel like that's kind of when like I might not release it still, but it's still like something I'm like, good, you did something very well there.
Yeah,
that's just how it goes.
Yeah. How much do your emotions fuel your creation, like creative process?
I would say a good chunk. Mm-hmm. Like I'll go into a song, I kind of really start with the drum beat, and then I'll pluck a chord, and if I'm like, okay, this is hitting a spot that I can't like that I feel. Mm-hmm. It'll go into that, but sometimes really like I'm just kind of like, I don't want to say free flowing it, but for the most part, it's kind of like I guess you could say 100% of the time then, because it's all just coming out, whatever, how I'm feeling in the moment. If I write lyrics, for example, like 4 a.m., that's playing right now. Oh God, 4 a.m. I'll be like, yo, this song sounds kind of like, why is it kind of sad? All right, you should probably add lyrics, or like I kind of just thought of the melody like it's 4 a.m. and I just kind of like channeled like a time of like like how I feel about like one of my exes. Mm-hmm. And I'll just like kind of channel that energy so that way I can like at least like have some emotion to the song, so it can be like relatable, I guess you can say.
Yeah. That's what I look for in music and like art in general, is like how relatable is it? And that if it relates to me, that's probably something I'll go back on. And I'm like, oh yeah. You know how I talked about Dan Mason before we started this? How I was feeling exactly what he was saying in his music. It's like that's always cool. So when people put their emotions into their music, it's like,
yeah,
it makes a beautiful thing.
Go ahead. My bad.
No, I'm so bad with interrupting, but yeah, it's like a beautiful thing when people put themselves into their music.
Yeah, I try not to like say things that aren't like true about me, just because it wouldn't be me at that point. I'd be someone else. But a lot of the songs that have lyrics are kind of like very like a lot of things that have happened in my life, or like how I'm feeling, or like things I've gone through. It might sound crazy, but yeah, a lot of the stuff is like real life for me.
Mm-hmm. Well, be careful. Media says having preconceived notions of how a song is going to sound like always feels like boxing in creativity. It's amazing giving yourself the freedom to explore different sounds. Yeah.
100%. I try not to say my song used to sound vaporwave or my song used to sound R&B. Mm-hmm. It's whatever it is, whatever comes out. I don't care shit. Yeah. As long as it sounds good to me, I don't give a goddamn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. I like that, like, you are like, I make my music, and it's your own. I like that.
Hundo P. Like, Hundo P. I say that a lot.
100%.
Yeah, if I hit anyone up and I say my G, that is very big, much my lingo. So if it's new to you, my bad, my G. But my G is definitely a big my G, Hundo P, weird shit like that, man. I just it's come from being around like skaters, and then also I met a lot of people. Like I met a few people from California like about a year ago. And I hung out with them like all the time. Like my good friend Steven and Burton, they're pretty cool people. So I kind of picked up on their lingo like really quickly because I was always with them. And,
yeah.
So my G has stuck with me.
I do that too. Like with like content that I consume, like if I watch something that's Australian or like English, I like pick up their accents. I always like do that. Like consciously or subconsciously. Yeah.
that habit, but then again, I guess you're showing your friends love at the same time. You're like, hey, I love you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to you.
Exactly. It's just showing you care.
It should be flattering,
Yeah, you should be flattered. So it's half point. If anyone has any questions, put it in the chat. And Bad Dreams will answer them.
Damn, it's already the halfway point. I was stressed. I was like, 2 hours. What the fuck? It felt like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it always feels like so much shorter than it actually is. And I'm like, I should have more time, but 2 hours is enough.
Yeah, 2 hours is pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Solid.
Yeah, it is solid. So, like, where do you see yourself? Like, what do you want to make of your music and your career?
People have asked me this. I will say the same thing over and over. And I'm not coming at you. But I would just really love to inspire people the same way I've been inspired. Like, yes, I 100% make music for myself, but the same feeling I got when I first heard various artists, I would love to put that into someone else, whether they, just only play an instrument, like only produce, or, only engineer. Like, I would love to put that same energy into someone else. Not more so like, oh, like, I need fans. It's not like I want fans, and I just kind of want to say like, hey, like, you can do it too, kind of thing, like if I'm doing it, why can't you do it? Or like, give it a shot. Don't be afraid to give it a shot.
Like you kind of have like this tone that you like feel bad about it. I just want to say you shouldn't feel bad, or if anything, like you want to inspire people. That's sick. Like, of course, that's cool. It like that's how I feel about what I do in like, 'cause whenever I do anything, I just want to like help people, or that's what makes me happy, is to have like seeing a smile or doing that. I feel like sometimes that's like selfish. Like, like I do this to make me happy, but at the end of the day it makes you happy, kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I guess like, and to answer your question fully, like later on in music, long term, I really want to get really good at all my instruments.
Hell yeah.
Like that's something I found really like I love. I recently had just got a synthesizer, so I've kind of been forced to like really play play the notes, and that's been pretty cool. I really want to like get deep into my guitar, my bass, of course. A little secret, I plan on getting drums soon, so we'll see how that goes.
Hell yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Little drummer boy.
Yeah, I find so much fun into like just playing instruments that if a song comes out, man, like that's cool. That's what happens. But I find a lot of fun just playing instruments.
Hell yeah. Enreal asks, where do you get the name Bad Dreams from? You having nightmares? Question.
Hilarious. Yeah, where I got the name from, I'm kind of not mentioning him again, so it's cool. I got
mention him again. You don't feel bad. Like, go ahead.
I feel weird, man.
You shouldn't feel weird.
So Mirror Kisses came out with an album called Bad Dreams. Ta-da! I really love Mirror Kisses, George Clinton. But then also like not trying to like follow everyone else's footsteps, but I've noticed the trend on a lot of artists I like. For example, this group called Danger Incorporated. One of the artists. Okay, I'm gonna have to answer that question in a second. Yeah. There's an artist from a group I like, Danger Incorporated, called Louis Duffel Bags. His real name is Louis, but like he got the duffel bags from like a song from Young Lean, a lyric from Young Lean where he was like Louis Duffel Bags full of heroin, whatever. So that's where he got that from. So I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then Mirror Kisses got his name from like a lyric in a song too. So I was like, hey, there's a trend here that like, artists I like. And there's many other artists like that too. Those are just the two I can really think off the top of my head. But I just noticed a trend. I was like, I'm just calling myself Bad Dreams.
Well, I mean, like, a lot of artists, like 3D Blast, he got his name from like Sonic, and my last last person I did this podcast with, Wizard of Loneliness, he got it from an episode from Nathan For You, his name. Like, we're just, like, people are just inspired by other things, and it's cool.
Exactly. So, there you go. That's where I got Bad Dreams from. That's pretty cool. One thing I thought was really cool, though, was the album cover for It's Only a Dream. I got to work with someone very, very big, or at least feels big into me. So
yeah, who?
Shout out. Brian Himmelman, pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you.
I don't.
Everyone do your research on Brian Himmelman. If you don't know, everyone do your research on him. So I'm gonna shout him out too. Man, I don't know how to pronounce. Man.
No Genki or Enrayli?
So the pedals.
No Genki.
Man, I really love the chorus pedal. I don't know if that's very obvious in a lot of the guitar songs. I love my delay pedal. I love my reverb pedal. And my big muff pedal. So I'm very into the world of pedals, my friend. I want more. It's terrible. Once you get gear, you just want more. At least that's how I feel. I just never get enough. More. I can't. Like, I'm like, yeah, what pedal am I getting next? What instrument am I getting next? Oh yeah, let's go. Like, you just want more. It's just terrible. It's like tattoos.
And merch in general. Oh my god. You just want more. You just want to keep collecting.
Hundo P.
Yeah.
Genres or styles I like to branch out into. That's a good question.
That's a good question.
I don't really think about that too much.
I was gonna ask that. I had it written down.
Oh, I beat you to it. I'm sorry.
No, Enrail beat me to it.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really think about that too much. Once again, but I I could say I definitely want to try to be more lyric focused. But once again, we'll just see how that goes. I I do love like the shoegaze. Like I made On the Road, and my friend was like, "Bro, this sounds very shoegazy," and I was like,
This
"Hear me
sounds
out."
very shoegazy.
Yeah. Hear me out. I didn't know what the genre name was, but then I was like, "Yo, what is that?" And then he showed me a few songs. And I was like, "Dude, I love that." So I guess that's where I already knew what it was, but I guess I would love to follow up more with that. Then, like I said, I like to try to be a little bit more vocal with like kind of build my songs around vocals more, just use my voice a lot more. We'll see how that goes. Not just I'm very comfortable with just instrumental, but I would like to get out of that comfort zone, and see what happens.
Your horizons.
Yeah. I don't want to ask the next question before you do, or answer the next question before you ask. So
okay. So Be Careful Media asks, what type of physicals would you like to hear/see your music on? That's a cool question.
Tape. Cassette tapes.
Yeah.
I love. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this earlier, but I really love the sound of like the tape. So that's where tapes came. The project for tapes came from. I just love that. And then, like I mentioned, tapes volume 1 through 3 from Hoops, and then very obvious Mac DeMarco stuff. It has a lot of tape in it. So, and just listening in the car, like listening to songs that are recorded on tape in the car, just sound amazing.
I love listening to music in the car. Like, that's when I officially listen to something.
Yeah, but have you listened to anything that's recorded on tape?
I don't know. Who nowadays has, like, a newer car with a tape, like, a cassette player?
No. What I meant by recorded on tape is, like, they're recorded on a tape.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I would hope so.
I have a lot of tapes.
Like a lot of Mac DeMarco's demos, or like, I'll man, maybe I can just like put this in the chat.
Yeah,
but like a lot of Mac DeMarco's demos, and the Hoops, like all their stuff, like they just play through tape, and I'm just like, this sounds amazing.
It sounds fire.
Yeah. So if anyone has Spotify, I'm literally just gonna put in the chat. That's a Hoop song. Now I'll put in my favorite Mac DeMarco demo.
Do you want me to play it?
Man, that's up to you.
We'll keep your music playing.
I can play it if you press pause, probably. I don't know if it'll come better out through my screen or not.
Here, I'll play it.
Word. Yeah, you can play that one. I really love that. That's a Hoop song. I love that one. I'll also throw in the bad dreams. I'll throw in the the Mac DeMarco one.
Jeez.
Your nose itches, but you don't want to scratch it.
What song do you want me to play?
Hey, you can play that. Oh, did it send you a whole album? Did it send you the album or no?
Yeah, the album.
I hate PC. You can just play whatever comes up first. I'm pretty sure it's Let's Go or All My Life. Those ones are really good.
Okay, I'll play All My Life.
Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, I should probably higher the volume.
Sounds amazing. Me and my friends would bump that all the time. I feel like I'd make them bump it all the time. I'll say that.
What?
I feel like I'd make a lot of my friends listen to Hoops all the time. They're just like, this is good. So why do we always listen to Hoops? I'm like, I I don't know.
Aww. Yeah, I try to make my friends listen to anything, and they're like, oh, you should change it.
Yeah.
My friends don't trust me with the aux cord, which is fine. My IRL friends.
That was crazy. That question is insane. You prefer Coke from a can, bottle, or mirror?
Ooh.
We're gonna stay away from that. We're gonna stay away from that one.
A bottle or mirror? What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does that mean?
I don't know what that means. What is... Okay, like, I get a bottle. Like Coca-Cola? Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah.
What is a mirror?
Oh my goodness. You watched Scarface before, right?
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, you're talking about, like, literal cocaine. Jesus Christ. Well, you can do cocaine in a bottle. What? Wait, do you like have?
Some people eat it, you know. Some people like to get the nummies, you know.
Okay.
Not I though.
I'm not that innocent. I have dabbled in the C word. I'm not gonna say it again. But I'll never do it again.
That's fair enough. One thing I will clear up though, maybe it's a lot of things people say when they meet me in person.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people think because of my music, a lot of people think I'm like, you know, like I like trip or like, you know, do like a like psychedelics or whatever. But I promise I don't.
You don't.
I barely even smoke weed, to be honest. I'm kind of a I don't know, a nerd or.
What's your reason for not smoking weed? Is it just because you don't like want to?
No, I smoke, but I don't do it as much. I don't do it a lot. Like, I don't have any specific reason per se. It's just I like to do it when I'm really feeling it. Where I'm like, like I really like to do it in social settings.
Yeah, same. Me too.
I'm like very comfortable with people around me. I'll do it then. But for the most part, I really don't like. I don't smoke all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Although I did have like a Stella bottle on my, and I meant to sell it on birthday. I don't drink that much either, unless I'm out once again.
I drink too much. My mom thinks I'm an alcoholic. I don't know why she thinks that. Maybe it's because of this wine bottle that's always next to me. But I haven't. This has been here for a week, so.
Hey, that's not bad. I would get rid of that in 2 days. If not
exactly.
The exact same day.
Exactly. She hasn't noticed that it hasn't been drank. I don't fucking English. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, I don't.
Exclusively non-social settings. I'm dead.
He doesn't even really smoke weed. He does microdoses. It's literally to feel better, not to like actually get high.
You do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
As long as you're okay with it.
Yeah.
As long as you're having fun, who's there to judge you, you know?
Yeah. I do it to get high. That's why I rarely do it.
Everyone has their seasons.
Yeah, we like. Maybe we should turn away from the DRUGS.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. Hey, play your favorite song of mine. I'm curious to know.
Oh, my favorite song of yours?
Yeah, I'm curious to know.
Got it.
Oof, I feel like I put you on the spot. Yeah. No. Alright, while you do that, I'll answer some questions I see. Salt and vinegar chips, they're solid.
I
can't have too much though, because then my mouth will feel weird.
I really like Reflection. It's really good.
I made that one. I made the bass line first, and then just built off of that. It's kind of like what you hear in the song, to be honest.
Yeah, you make beautiful riffs. It's awesome. Ow!
Okay,
Sorry.
I must know. Do you have a soda preference, bottle, can, or fountain? Bottle.
Bottle. I like can. I don't know why. I can't explain it. I like can. I feel like bottle, like, I don't know. You know how, like, sodas are tart? I want to say tart. They're, like, more tart when they're in a can, and I like that. And I'm weird. I think that's the reason. Whatever the fuck. Whatever. I'm weird. I'm crazy.
Like the feeling of knowing that a lot of shit has been around it.
Yeah. I want it to clean me like it cleans the pipes.
I'm not mad at you.
What's your favorite soda?
Soda's bad in general, but if I'll be honest, if I'm gonna get a soda, I'm gonna get a Sprite. Yes.
McDonald's Sprite.
The McDonald's Sprite. Yes. Hundo P.
Oh, dude, I really wanted to ask you what's your favorite anime, because you incorporate a lot of anime on your album art. I want to know.
Demon Slayer.
No way! Really?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I understand why. I haven't finished it myself, actually. I started it, and then so for me, it kind of became like every other shonen. And I couldn't finish it because the start was so strong. Everything was so crazy. And then when it slowed down a little, yeah, it came in so strong. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. And the soundtrack's awesome. And Lisa's song for it, oh, I listen to that on a regular basis. That's like, yeah, Demon Slayer's like intro song is fucking spectacular by Lisa.
Yeah, it snapped.
Yeah. There's also another song. Oh, what's your favorite water? Be careful, media ask.
Alright, I usually have a bottle around me. I don't today, but Essentia, whatever you want to call it. I love that one. You will find me with one, if not 99%, 95% of the time.
My least favorite water is Dasani.
Who drinks Dasani?
Well, if you like go to like a restaurant, they usually have Dasani rather than anything else.
Who drinks Dasani though? I don't know anyone that drinks Dasani.
It tastes disgusting. Oh, and also the Florida water, because I live in Florida. Florida water, it's called Zephyr Hills, and it's gross.
I was gonna say, I heard Florida water is kind of ass.
Oh, it is complete ass. Like, our tap water is filled with chlorine. So basically, it tastes like you're drinking a pool. Yeah.
I live in Boston, so.
Yeah. Oh, you know, a good question I want to ask is, how's the music scene in Boston? And how does that influence you?
Very good question. I don't want to say it's dead, but I could also not be in the right crowd either. So, but it's active at its parts. It's like one of those things where it's like,
how's it dead? It's Boston.
You'd have to live here and you'd understand.
Yeah, right.
But like, it's kind of like what I've noticed. Unless you already have like some kind of following for yourself, no one's really gonna like, pay attention. But then again, that also comes with like making good music. I guess, not too sure. Maybe once again, I'm in the wrong crowd.
I feel you on wrong crowd.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. But so far, I mean, like, a lot of people, like, I've messed with out here in Boston. I definitely feel like I get a lot of love from my hometown, which is pretty cool. Just saying, like, oh, like where like people in Boston actually like fuck with my music. That's pretty cool,
Mm-hmm.
especially with knowing that like I'm kind of like I'm not trying to like put myself on a like big like pedestal or anything, but like
Mm-hmm.
just kind of knowing that like I'm kind of people's like first introduction to like the genre, especially out here in Boston. Like a lot of people are like, what is that? And I'm just like, oh, it's like whatever. And then it's just cool to like kind of introduce people into it. So they kind of like when they hear like Vaporwave, they kind of think of me. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool knowing that I'm kind of like that for Boston a little bit. But then again, I can't say that because Fabrice from Boston, I believe, or like at least was based out in Boston.
Mm-hmm. Wait, who?
I probably like butchered the name so bad.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I can't even say his name.
but I've heard like he went to Boston College, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty sick. So like I can't like sit here and be like, oh, I'm like first, but like at least people I know, people that are in my circle and people that kind of around their circle, I'm kind of like their first introduction to that kind of music. So it's pretty cool.
That is really cool. Yeah, I can't really talk much because I live like near Miami, and like a lot of like the scene is like they base their shit on Miami, and it's really funny because there really is no scene here for that. Like you don't meet people who even know.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Yeah, the scene here. Yeah, the scene here is like very Latin and very like, which is not a bad thing. I just don't dig it as much, even though I'm Cuban and Dominican, so I don't make sense.
SpongeBob character that I relate to the most.
Yeah. Ooh, be careful. I love SpongeBob.
Fuck. Yeah, that's a good question, man.
I relate to Squidward now.
You got Why Squidward?
Because he's like he's the epitome of being an adult, and I'm like starting to feel that hardcore now.
I'd call myself the Flying Dutchman.
The Flying Dutchman? No! I love that. Yeah.
I don't know why.
He's quirky.
Yeah. He's just cool. He's just like, I thought he was cool.
Yeah.
Cool fellow to me. Might be evil to everyone else, but cool fellow to me.
Yeah. I mean, I think he just, loves his ship. Doesn't like being in a blender.
No, you can't have me there.
Why does he have he conveniently has a perfume store in his ship, on his ship? Well, like, why?
Gas smell good, yeah.
Yeah, he has to be scented at all times.
Exactly. It's hard work out there on the ship,
Yeah. Let's see, more questions.
Okay, real question.
Cool. No Genki. Okay, real question. There seems to be a trend on mass migration that's prevalent in the music and art scene, with soaring coastal prices of both rent and amenities. Do you see yourself going to Los Angeles or New York? What are your expectations or worries of such? As a former West Coast res, LA is rough.
Good question. Yeah, very good question. To be honest, not even for music per se. I would love to move to New York. I go there like pretty frequently, I would say. Like if we were in New York right now, I can show you all my favorite stores without Nat. Just because I go there a lot.
What part? Do you hang out in Brooklyn, Queens?
I hang in Brooklyn a little bit, but like kind of like Lower East Side and like Manhattan and those areas. Probably sounds. I don't know how that make me sound, but yeah.
What would that make you sound like?
I don't know. Some kind of bougie motherfucker. I don't know. Which I'm totally not. Totally am not.
Nothing wrong with being bougie though.
you're not lying. If you got it, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, but you know, expectations. You know, like I said, not really with music. Yes, music. It's something to think about. It's definitely like, oh, like there probably is a better opportunity out there. But and overall, I would just love to move out of Boston, probably go to New York, or even Canada. Weirdly enough, I thought about Canada for some reason. Um, just because, you know, I don't want to be that person who's just only lived in one city and one city only. Um, so it's always good to like experience how it is living somewhere else. So I think that's, you know, I guess a worry is just being stuck in Boston, which I don't want to do, which I don't want to be. So
I completely understand you, 100%. I get it. Oh,
here, grab a drink sometime. Where are you at?
Oh, he's from LA and he moved to New York.
Oh yeah, I'd come down to New York again soon, very soon. We can grab a drink for sure. Like, yeah, no problem. Like, hell yeah, I'd be down as fuck. It's
Yeah.
funny. It's funny. Speaking of, I missed George Clinton twice. Well, once when he came to Boston, and then twice because COVID has shut everything down. But the only time I got to really see George Clinton live was I had to travel to Brooklyn when he had that 100% electronica tour. With like Set and Sheet Surfing, Negative Gemini, and man, what's his name? Oh, I forget other homie's name. Aaron Chadra.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They were all pretty sick. It was a really good experience there. But yeah, that was like a cool story to tell. I traveled out somewhere to see someone.
Did you go to Econ?
I did not. I wanted to go. Just you motherfuckers are too quick.
With the tickets.
Too quick when it came to tickets.
Are you on the fan club?
I am in the GFC. Yeah.
Well, I think like they get they get the tickets first. I was not involved in that, but at the time, thankfully, I was helped. But I got help.
Once again, motherfuckers are too quick.
Really?
I was pissed. I was like, bro, it's in New York. It's right there. The second one's in LA. That's too far. I can't do it.
Well, next time, he plans on doing it, like, you know, frequently.
I would hope so.
What if you played there?
I think my heart be pumping more out of my chest than it is now. But, yeah, but that would be sick. Honestly, like I said, it would be a dream come true just to even, like, work with him. And just, like, you know, even perform my music out somewhere. That'd be like very honoring, and something I would love to just do in general. But yeah, I would hope, you know, fingers crossed. You can only hope that it gets to that point, you know.
Yeah. I think you need to manifest it. I mean, do what you want to do. I'm so like demanding. I'm like, you should do this.
Sometimes you need people like that in your life, though. Sometimes you need to be like, hey, yo, you need to do this.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair. You know, I respect that. I need that.
Yeah, that's who I am. I'm like very dominant. Oh my god. So, if you were to perform live, where would you want to go?
Obviously Boston first. And of course New York. I'd love to perform in Seattle, weirdly enough. Then Canada, like Toronto. Then Italy.
Really?
Yeah, I'm saying like big places, but like Italy sounds cool, and like
oh yeah.
the UK, like
What about Spain? Ibiza. Can you imagine yourself?
Yes, I can imagine myself in Spain.
Ibiza.
It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually an Aquarius.
You're an Aquarius? You know what's funny?
It's fire sign energy, so I had to clarify that up real quick.
Why is Aquarius an air sign? It literally has aqua, which means water. Like, why is that an air sign?
Sometimes you just don't have to ask questions.
Sometimes you have to keep your mouth shut.
sometimes things need to be left unknown. That's one of those things.
Yeah, this is crazy. Oh, be careful.
If you live in a country anywhere outside of North America for a month, Australia, yeah.
Japan for me. Why Australia?
I met some guy. To be honest, I met some guy at my old job.
Mm-hmm.
He was coming up to Boston on a work visa, and he was telling me how it is in Australia and whatever, and we kind of vibed. And I was like, bro, Australia doesn't seem that bad, so it's always been in the back of my mind. So Australia for sure.
Australians are cool though. Like, I've never met a not carefree Australian. They're always like, but I mean, I guess I meet a lot of tourists when it comes to Australians, and they're always just, they want to do stuff. They give Gemini vibes, even though they might not be a Gemini.
Fair enough. Yeah, I met one Australian. They were like super bad. Like, well, other than that guy, I met another Australian. They were super cool. Like, yeah, like you said, like I personally haven't met a non-cool Australian, and I want to meet some kangaroos.
Yeah. What about koalas?
Them too. Them motherfuckers too.
I want to fight a kangaroo. Square up.
You'll die.
Wait, what's the name of that? Like, I want to say Jack.
Kangaroo Jack.
Kangaroo Jack.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
Square up, Kangaroo Jack. I'm coming to fight you.
That movie was perfect.
Yeah. Every cancer I've met has been cool as fuck. Oh, that's not a question. That's just a statement.
No. Yeah, it's just very, very much statement.
Yeah.
Leos are the worst. That's bold.
I don't know.
Why are we hating on signs right now?
Astrology is fun.
Fair
Do you
enough.
hate astrology? Are you an astrology hater?
I am not very big into it. I know a little bit about my sign. I might know a little bit about some other people's signs just because I've been around them. But I'll be honest, I don't really know much about astrology.
I understand. There's a lot to it, and who has the time for that? There's too much.
Too much.
Yeah. Kangaroos are fucking terrifying. Yeah, they are. They're like funny.
The way they fight, there was this one video on Twitter that was going around for a little bit. Where like these two kangaroos are fighting at a bar. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Did you see that one video where like this guy's dog, like the kangaroo was messing with the guy's dog, and then like he fought the kangaroo and I think he won? Or the kangaroo
That's
won?
wild.
I don't know.
Dude, I don't know, but kangaroos look strong, man. Like,
yeah, they built.
They'll kick the fuck out of someone, bro.
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, I really shouldn't fight them because I'll die. Yeah. I'll die immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. What kind of... Okay, so you make pretty chill music. Do you just prefer to make chill music, or what do you prefer?
I don't want to repeat myself 1,000 times, but it's not your fault. These are valid questions, but I guess I just have very boring answers.
It's not.
Like, once again, like, when I go into music, it's kind of like whatever I'm feeling in the moment.
Okay, yeah.
I don't really have a preference on if it needs to be chill or it needs to be hype.
I understand.
It's kind of like, okay, like how am I feeling right now? What is something you can come up with like, not on the spot, but like, what is something you're like, what can your emotions translate out right now? So if it happens to be very chill, which I'm a very chill person, I feel. So I feel like a lot of that comes out all the time. But I do like to make like hype music, like you know, like this one's pretty tight. Like that was definitely, I feel like one of the more hype songs. Where just like, you know, guitars going, pretty cool. But then like, you know, have like the dance music for the party. Like that just kind of happened. Like I was in a chill ass mindset, but that just happened. Like I kind of just like, once again, really like to just make music for this like just having fun with it, really having fun with it. Rev's unicycle, insane.
Ooh, do you skate deck? Do you skate deck at all? Like, you know those tiny skateboards and you use your fingers?
Oh, like tech deck.
Tech deck, that's it! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm bad.
It is what it is.
Ladies,
yeah, I'll dabble into it. I lose them all. Either I lose them or I'll break the fucking wheel and I don't have the tool for it. So, yeah. Okay, that's a good question.
Nope.
What's the most worst thing a person can do at a Guitar Center? So I'll tell you a story. This motherfucker was drunk out of his mind. And at the Guitar Center in Fenway, which is in Boston, they have locked up a Rickenbacker. It's like very expensive. And this motherfucker's just plucking the strings like hard as fuck, like blah 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 blah, like just like not playing anything. Just super drunk. Doesn't have his mask on for the most part anyway.
Oh, that asshole.
Yeah, and then just like plucking away, like blah blah blah. Like I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? Get out of here, fam.
So he like didn't even know how to play guitar, and he wasn't wearing a mask.
I was scared the strings were gonna break.
Wow.
And it was a very expensive guitar. It was like $2,500.
Damn. An idiot.
Motherfucker was fucking up.
That's what the American school system provides. I'm sorry. I'm weird, by the way. No Genki says, like before I bought one, I've always wanted to try the Warwicks, but never wanted to waste anyone's time because no way I could get a 3,000 piece at this time. Damn.
Yeah, no. I kind of like, I think that's like my, you know, other than the drums, which I'm hoping to get soon, I think as a bass guitar, I would love to get a Rickenbacker. They sound really, I played one before, they sound really cool.
Yo, be careful. You used to work at a Guitar Center? I'm sorry. That was loud. That was very loud. That's cool. I've only been to a Guitar Center maybe twice in my life. I don't play any instruments.
Man. They're annoyed at me. I go in there like almost all the time because
really,
one of my jobs is literally like 10 minutes away, like a 5 to 10 minute walk from the Guitar Center. So on my break, I'll just go and just dabble in the instruments really quickly.
Do you want to show us your I don't know what they're called. Your skater.
My
boards. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'm dumb. Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. Hey, is it possible to take like a brief intermission?
Oh yeah, I actually have I rarely use this, but I have a be right back sign. So go ahead.
Perfect.
All right. Be right back, guys.
Huh. Okay. Wait, hold on. All right, we're good. We can proceed. Oh, okay, word. Sounds good. All right, so one of my boards. This one's like probably one of the coolest ones. It's like holographic, whatever. I don't know if you can see. The only boards I will ever skate. So if anyone wants to send me boards, because kind of expensive, but anyone wants to send me boards, FA boards, 8.5. Here's another one. Yeah, what did happen? Oh, I was skating some stairs. Boom, fucked up. Here's like a custom. No, I was fine. But here's like a custom grip job I did a few years ago. So if you can see, like right here, there's like 2 different grip tapes I just put together and combined that one. Yeah, then we got the classic virtual zip. Then we got these ones over here. This is Ave. I don't know his last name. They just call him Ave. Skates for FA. Then we got that one, the classic. Then we got that one. This one I was very upset about. This one broke in like a day.
Oh, aw.
I was pissed. Like the first session, it just broke. Then I got these ones over here.
Ooh, cat, witch, cool face.
Cool face. Yeah, it's holographic as well. Oh god. Here we go.
Oh shit. Damn. Are you into like horror and gore?
Yeah, I love like very much a lot of like 80s horror movies, 90s maybe. I love The Nightmare on Elm Street. As you can see, like this is supposed to be like a witch with like Freddy Krueger looking.
Hell yeah. Are you
Lizard King Crow model?
Nice.
Pretty cool. Then this is one of my drawings. I know it's kind of ass, but
no, it's not. It's cute. I love it.
Yeah, I drew this on the board. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we got those 2 right there.
Got George Clanton and Mirror Kisses.
Then we got me.
Then we got you.
So yeah, those are my boards. Anyone want to skate in Boston?
Yo, what are your favorite like video games? Because you said Skate 3.
Skate 3, I love it. Then I'm a big Overwatch fan.
No way. Really? So am I.
Yeah.
I love Overwatch.
Yeah. Who do you play? Who's your main?
Okay, you're gonna be like typical, so I bet you could guess. Yeah. I main Mercy. She's fun, okay? I also play a little Moira, because she's kind of the same concept. But she does damage, so that's cool.
I ain't mad, I like Roadhog a lot.
I love Roadhog. I love playing with Roadhog.
And Brigitte.
Huh? Brigitte?
Brigitte? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Do you know about the, like, voice actors? The voice actress for Brigitte is hot. I just have to say, she's hot. She's thick. She's gorgeous. Yeah.
She's thick. That one, it like played in my head like a delay before I caught it. I just heard thick.
Nice. Ooh, yeah, everyone does need a healer. And I'm not afraid. I'm not. I'll be your healer. I'll be your healer. So
you definitely are not the only person. I love that game.
My favorite streamer plays Dead by Daylight. I only enjoy watching.
I love that game. Like, I don't play it as much. I haven't played games in a long time, but I do love that one. The nerdiest thing I'm comfortable sharing.
Oh, yeah. That's a good question, though, Genki.
Fuck, what is the, like, what do you mean by that? Damn.
An example would be like, I like to read.
Yeah.
It's a nerdy thing.
I guess I like to read, or like, but it's more like music. I like to read, like, you know, like I'm currently reading this.
Oh, cool. Recording Unhinged.
Yeah. It's all about, like,
That art is sick.
recording audio and, like, shit like that. Then I got, like, something like I got another audiobook. I'm kind of, I'm a big nerd for these. I'm currently reading a book right now called Mixing It. Like, other than this one, I'm also reading a book called Mixing and Mastering in the Box. I'm, like, pretty much damn near done with that book, but oh yeah, it's a really good book. I love it. Internet conspiracies. I almost believe that Paul McCartney died and they had, like, a clone. I don't know if anyone...
Interesting.
Like, there was definitely rumors out there that he died in, like, a car crash. And I was like, maybe he actually did, but I'm like, whatever.
That's how I feel about Avril Lavigne. Like, kind of the same story. I love people who fucking do this shit, like...
Bro, it's like Gucci Mane. they phone.
Wait, what's up with Gucci Mane? I haven't heard anything about Gucci Mane.
Okay, like, at some point, like, he was in jail, then he got out, but everyone was like, oh, it's like, that's not the real Gucci, that's like a clone or some shit.
And that
I dropped it.
What was that?
I've dropped the pics, so like, I'm comfortable with it.
Oh, will you throw, when you're doing live shows, will you have extra pics to throw at the crowd?
I won't say just to throw at the crowd. I feel like I drop my pick a lot, so, like, you know, extras to have around. But, you know, that you kind of mentioned it, maybe I'll just throw it, or I wouldn't throw it. I'll probably hand it to someone.
Yeah. I mean, I love that. When I went to Warped Tour, that's, like, something that those guys do, or, those bands did. They would throw their drumsticks, their guitar picks, and everyone went mad. And it was sick.
Dude, that's wild. Throwing your drumstick sounds like a concussion. Catches it.
Yeah. Liability.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I definitely noticed that's a thing. People just or something, but no, I think I'd hand it. I'd hand it to someone. I'd be a real gentleman.
Yeah, that's nice. Would you hug them?
Yeah, I'd be real chill. Like, I couldn't imagine myself being a dick when that, like, likes my music. All right, if they want to hug. You want a kiss? I'll give you a kiss. Whatever you want.
Wait, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Hugs are okay. Kisses can cause things. They could cause problems.
That's when we put the line there. But if it's a friend, we're good.
Yeah.
We're all right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah. It's like a hottie.
We should break a board on stage. Damn.
Yeah! That would be sick! Oh my god. People would go wild.
Just fuck fucking flop on a board and on stage. Yeah, I'd probably do
Just
that.
go mad ape shit on your board.
That'd be sick. You know, actually, I might incorporate my skateboard and like on live shows. Hopefully, I play some. But that'd be sick.
Yeah, it would be sick. I totally condone that. I'm totally for that. Maki.
Hey, real quick, I would also like to shout out sleep paralysis.
Hell yeah.
The real cool guy. He like just like a project. So congrats to him.
Hell yeah.
I'm looking at the screen, but yeah, on that one.
Well, we actually have a few more minutes left. Do you want to shout out everything that you're in the process of putting out there or that you already have out? I'm going to put your links.
Yeah, birthday came out January 26th, which is like my actual birthday. So that happened. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm pretty more, I wouldn't say more active, but yeah, I'm pretty, my Instagram is definitely a little bit more active. Not that you, like, whatever, like, it's more active. I kind of, like, check that a little bit more. But yeah, Instagram is just bad dreams. Twitter is the same. People that are here, please don't hesitate to hit me up. I would love making new friends. Happy belated thank you.
Oh yeah, we should sing happy birthday. I should sing happy birthday to you.
If you like, not mad. I got stickers too. If anyone wants a sticker, I'll ship it to you for free.
Hell yeah. Well, can I buy it? How do I buy it?
I don't know. You can Venmo me if you want, but like you don't have to.
You gotta support artists out here.
That's fair. But yeah, I have those. I'm kind of just chilling now. You know, I work on, I wouldn't say music every day, but it definitely takes a big part of my life now. But definitely plan to hear some stuff from me soon. Don't know when. I guess just keep updated on social media to find that out. But you know, definitely working on things like all the time. But expect to hear there's a lot.
Shake the music.
Yeah, I forgot it. So expect to hear that a lot.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
There we go. I guess that's new. I'll try to incorporate a lot of more live instruments rather than like, you know, through my DAW or something. Not that I like think it's bad, like, or like, not that I'm like, you know, roasting or anything or like looking down on it or anything. It's just I've gotten more of a enjoyment with actually playing the instruments. So it just feels good to like, you know, kind of just get into it.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm gonna promote my next stream, which give me a sec. I have to look at my calendar. Black Midi, April 4th. Black Midi. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna have him on. It's gonna be a party. And also, right after this, I'm gonna share with you guys a video, an exclusive video that I made. So stay tuned for that. And yeah. And thank you so much, Bad Dreams. Dre.
And yeah, you guys can call me Dre. Artist name is Bad Dreams, but if you guys just want, you can call me Dre. But I really appreciate you, once again, I really appreciate you having me on the show. I mean a lot more than you think or will know. I appreciate it much. I feel honored to be even on the list of people you would have on the show.
I feel honored to have you. You're amazing. You're really great. Your music's really awesome. Everyone seriously check it out. It's sick. Yeah, thank you everyone for being here. Love you guys. Have a good Sunday night.
Yeah, thanks everyone coming through. I'm gonna peace out now.
All right, bye.
Peace.
Welcome to the Molo360 Podcast.
あの交差点でみんながもしスキップをしてもしあの街の真ん中